Hi, my name is Natalie and welcome to a tutorial from our bass series. We will do an exercise that can be done by everyone. If you're a beginner or if you're advanced, it works for everyone. This exercise works well for both hands. For the left hand, it means good hand positioning, as well as hand coordination and strength. And it's the same thing for the right hand. That's three things as well. That's finger picking, it's rhythm and strength as well. For this exercise, you'll need a metronome. First, I'll show you how it goes and then I'll explain it. But if you don't have a metronome, please go on MyMusicSchool.com and find a play along or even find a metronome online. Let's do the exercise. Grab your bass and I'll show it to you. Let's start with the left hand. On the bass we got frets. These are the lines that go down here. We have fret 1, that's how they're numbered, like 1, 2, 3, and they go up. On my bass I have until 22. But other basses have different amounts of frets, so it really depends on what bass you have. Don't worry if you don't have 22. It's about placing each finger on the fret. And how we do it is that we place the fingers, and they also have numbers. This is the pointing finger, like the index finger is 1. Middle finger is 2, ring finger is 3, and then the small finger here, the pinky, is number 4. So, when we play the bass, it's important that you have the fingers placed on the fret. I have small hands, but that's not a problem. So, it's about having them placed according to the frets, and this is what the exercise will do for you. So you place your first finger number 1 on the E string, which should also be here on this fret number 1, and then you place the second finger on fret number 2, and then we go to the second string, actually, which is the A string here, and we place finger number 3 on fret 3 and fret 4, 4th finger. And that's how we practice to have an open hand and also keep the strength. That's how the exercise starts. And just as a reminder, let's just repeat the names of the strings. From here we got the E, the lowest one, and then we got A, and then we got D, and then we got G. In terms of number, this would be the first string, second string, third string, and fourth string, but I'll use the proper note names for them. Important is when you play the bass that your fingers are vertical. Some people who play violin or other instruments might tend to tilt a bit. This is not good for the bass. It's important that you have your hand, the finger here placed, the thumb. As you can see, when I turn it around, they're pointed up. So let's do the exercise. I'll show you. First finger goes on the E string, first fret. Second finger E string, second fret. Then we move on to the A string, third finger, third fret, fourth finger, fourth fret. It's going to sound a bit like this. If you need to pause the video to try it out yourself, be my guest. Let's move on. Then we go to the D string, but here we'll play first finger, first fret, second finger, second fret, and then we'll go to the G string, which would then be third fret, third finger, fourth fret, fourth finger, and then it would be like this. Now the whole exercise would go like this. So how do we get back? As we remember, we're here on the 4th fret. We'll come from here, and then we go back to the D string, 1st finger, 1st fret. And then move 2nd finger, 2nd fret. Go back to the A string, 3rd finger, 3rd fret. And then 4th finger, 4th fret. Now we gotta move up. So now this, not the 2nd finger, but the 1st finger goes here on the 2nd fret. And then we move on like that. But let's just start again and listen to how it sounds like. 1st finger, 1st fret on the E string. Now going back to D, and then 1st finger, 2nd fret, and so forth and so on. You probably noticed this. This is just a pattern, so you can move all the way up to the bass. I recommend that when you come to the 12th fret, that you start again with the subdivisions, which I will show you now on my right hand. When we play bass and we pick with our fingers, some people like to play with these 2 fingers, other people play with these 2 fingers. I specifically play with these 2 fingers, which would look like this. Also, the placement of the thumbs to support your hand to be more flexible. I like to put my finger on the pickups for support, and as I move further down, I place my fingers on the strings. I recommend that you try it out, but also keep your eyes and ears open and see what other bassists do, because this is very individual. So let's talk rhythm. We're talking about 4 different types of rhythms. We got the quarter notes, you got the 8th notes, you got the triplets, and the 16th notes. They're all going to be quicker or double as fast as the other. So the first quarter notes are basically on the beat. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the quarter notes. If we're moving on to the 8 notes, that's double as fast. So we'll count it like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So after the 8 notes, we got the triplets. The triplets are 3 notes between each beat, and they are counted like this: 1 and the, 2 and the, 3 and the, 4 and the. If you count it again, you'll see that there are 3 notes as I just mentioned. So it's 1 and the, 2 and the, 3 and the, 4 and the. Let's try to play it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and the, 2 and the, 3 and the, 4 and the. So after the triplets, we play the 16th notes. They are double as quick as the 8th notes, and they're counted like this: 1, E, and E. So if you do that in time, it would sound like this: 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. Let's try to play it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 E and a, 2 E and a, 3 E and a, 4 E and a. So let's do it together with the metronome. So I'll play 1 bar, and then we move on to the 8th, and then the triplets, and then the 16th. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 and a 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a. So please try this at home, because that's how the exercise works as well. If you want to know more about the bass or have any bass lessons, please sign up at MyMusicSchool.com. My name is Natalie, and I'm a bass teacher and a singing teacher at MyMusicSchool.com.